I've never felt like a good enough actor to go in and say, put me in any clothes, give me any dialogue, put me in any set, and I can transform and become. It's critical to have an intimacy coordinator. I think that, like, you coordinate stunts, you coordinate dancing. Now you guys just go be, put your bodies together and your mouths and whatever, and just like action and cut. Like that's sort of ridiculous. So I think that being choreographed is critical for everyone's safety.
When two Hollywood stars clash, it's never just about a movie. The feud between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni has sparked a whirlwind of speculation, lawsuits, and behind-the-scenes drama that's keeping the industry and fans on edge. At the center of this explosive controversy are two major players: Blake Lively, known for her sharp instincts both on and off screen, and Justin Baldoni, a director whose vision for It Ends With Us is now tangled in allegations and public fallout. What began as creative disagreements during filming has snowballed into public spats, rumored affair scandals, and legal battles, leaving us all wondering, is this a case of Hollywood politics or something more personal? The tension between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni reached a boiling point with Lively's recent lawsuit, where she accused Baldoni of sexual harassment during the production of It Ends With Us. According to insiders, Lively felt that Baldoni's behavior crossed professional boundaries, with incidents reportedly taking place on set while filming intense scenes. Lively's legal team has claimed that Baldoni used his position of power as both the director and producer to belittle and undermine her, suggesting that his actions were part of a broader attempt to damage her reputation in Hollywood. The allegations don't stop at personal misconduct. From the start, the set of It Ends With Us was marked by tension, particularly between its star Blake Lively and director Justin Baldoni. The friction seemed to stem from differing visions for the film. Lively, known for her meticulous approach to character development, clashed with Baldoni over how much creative input she should have. In a resurfaced interview, Lively openly stated, "You can't just put me in any clothes and give me any words and have me step in and transform."
I've never felt like a good enough actor to go in and say, put me in any clothes, give me any dialogue, put me in any set, and I can transform and become.
It's clear that Lively wanted a larger say in how her character was portrayed, not just from an acting standpoint, but in every detail that brought her role to life. Wardrobe, lines, blocking, something that, according to sources, rubbed Baldoni the wrong way. Baldoni, on the other hand, was firm in his directorial vision, having been at the helm of this adaptation from the start. He reportedly felt that too many cooks were already spoiling the broth. Creative disagreements aren't rare in Hollywood, but what made this one particularly notable was how public it became. Insiders from the set claimed that conversations often grew heated, with Lively pushing for changes that she believed would elevate the film, and Baldoni standing his ground, confident in his original concept. These creative tensions laid the groundwork for what would eventually spiral into the lawsuit drama now dominating headlines. A major point of contention between Lively and Baldoni came from an unexpected source: intimacy coordination. As Hollywood has evolved, the use of intimacy coordinators, professionals who ensure that actors feel safe and comfortable during intimate scenes, has become more common. However, on the set of It Ends With Us, this topic became a flashpoint. Lively, deeply committed to creating a respectful and safe environment, advocated strongly for the use of an intimacy coordinator, particularly given the film's emotionally charged and intimate subject matter. She viewed it as a non-negotiable part of the production process. In a candid on-set interview, she remarked, "Having an intimacy coordinator is a major win for the industry."
It's critical to have an intimacy coordinator. I think that, like, you coordinate stunts, you coordinate dancing. Now you guys just go be, put your bodies together and your mouths and whatever, and just like action and cut. Like that's sort of ridiculous. So I think that being choreographed is critical for everyone's safety.
It ensures we're all treated with respect in vulnerable scenes. Baldoni initially didn't share the same perspective. As someone who had previously directed romantic scenes without an intimacy coordinator, he reportedly saw it as an unnecessary layer of complexity. Sources claimed he felt it slowed down the creative process and made things more rigid on set. However, after numerous discussions and reportedly some heated exchanges, Baldoni relented, allowing for an intimacy coordinator to be brought on board. This decision, though, came too late to ease the growing divide between him and Lively. Their disagreement over the necessity of an intimacy coordinator quickly became symbolic of the larger struggle between Lively's desire for safety, creative freedom, and control, and Baldoni's insistence on maintaining his directorial authority. By the time the cameras stopped rolling, it was clear the creative differences on set had left lasting scars. When Hollywood controversies get viral, the media is quick to pounce. The feud between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni has been no exception. As the drama surrounding It Ends With Us unfolded, outlets like the New York Times and Perez Hilton took opposing sides, each shaping public perception in different ways. The New York Times has largely focused on Lively's allegations, portraying her as a strong woman standing up against inappropriate behavior in an industry often hostile to women. Their articles have emphasized the broader narrative of women reclaiming their voices in Hollywood, a theme that resonates deeply in the post-Me Too era. Lively's legal team has been quoted extensively in these pieces, reiterating how she's not just fighting for herself, but for countless women who have experienced similar treatment. On the flip side, Perez Hilton, notorious for his dramatic and sensationalist takes, hasn't held back in casting Lively as the villain in this story. He fueled rumors and speculated wildly about the power struggle between the two stars, particularly suggesting that Lively might have ulterior motives. In one headline-grabbing moment, Perez stated, "It was Blake Lively that caused the sexy gate to happen," referring to the intimacy coordinator controversy that sparked heated debates on set. He implied that Lively's advocacy for an intimacy coordinator may have been part of a larger strategy to assert control over the production. This polarized coverage has only further complicated the public's understanding of the situation, with fans finding it difficult to discern the truth amid the media noise. As with any high-profile Hollywood feud, social media has been instrumental in fanning the flames. Platforms like Twitter and Instagram have become battlegrounds, where fans, industry insiders, and even celebrities weigh in on the controversy. Hashtags like Not Team Blake and Not Team Justin began trending almost immediately after news of the lawsuits broke, with users passionately defending their chosen side. On Twitter, industry insiders have been dropping cryptic hints, claiming they saw this coming and that the power dynamics between Lively and Baldoni were obvious to those close to the production. Some have even pointed out that this conflict is a reflection of larger issues in Hollywood where gender and power constantly collide. Instagram, meanwhile, has been filled with fan theories. Some speculate that Lively's husband, Ryan Reynolds, might be pulling strings behind the scenes, using his influence to support Lively's claims. Others have taken to scrutinizing Lively and Baldoni's body language in photos and videos from the set, trying to decode the tension between them. This online speculation has only intensified the drama, with every new development sparking a fresh wave of commentary. Ultimately, social media has amplified the conflict to a level neither Lively nor Baldoni could have predicted, creating an endless loop of rumors, speculation, and public opinion that shows no sign of quieting down. The conflict between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni raises significant questions about gendered power dynamics in Hollywood. Lively, as a prominent actress, represents a growing group of women fighting for more agency in an industry historically dominated by men. Some critics argue that Lively's push for control on the set of It Ends With Us, whether over wardrobe choices or the inclusion of an intimacy coordinator, highlights the challenges women face when attempting to assert authority in male-dominated spaces. As one industry analyst observed, this situation underscores the challenges women face in asserting control over their careers in a male-dominated industry. Lively's struggle to maintain her vision while working with a male director and producer touches on the larger, ongoing issue of gender inequality within Hollywood. However, the dispute may also be seen as part of a broader, industry-wide struggle for control and autonomy. Baldoni, as both director and producer, holds significant power over the production, which inherently creates tension when creative differences arise. A film critic weighed in, saying, "At its core, this is a battle for creative and professional autonomy within the industry. This tension between actor and director is not new. It's a recurring theme in Hollywood, where those behind the camera often wield more control than those in front of it. In this case, the power struggle may be more about professional dominance and the drive to protect personal reputations than about gender alone." The Lively-Baldoni conflict appears to be driven by a web of personal and professional tensions. While creative differences are common in filmmaking, the intensity of this dispute suggests deeper issues. Lively's demand for creative control and her insistence on using an intimacy coordinator might reflect personal grievances, possibly rooted in past experiences where she felt sidelined or disrespected. On the other hand, Baldoni's resistance could stem from a desire to maintain authority on his film set, where he had both a creative and leadership role. An entertainment lawyer commented, "In such disputes, it's often a complex mix of personal and professional factors at play. play, indicating that both personalities and ambitions could be fueling this conflict. The public lawsuits and allegations only intensify the notion that what began as a clash of creative visions evolved into a larger, more personal battle for control. The fallout from this feud could be significant for both stars. Lively's public allegations may sway some in the industry to see her as difficult to work with, potentially limiting her future opportunities. Conversely, Baldoni's reputation as a director could suffer if he's viewed as unsympathetic or resistant to industry changes, particularly around on-set safety and equity. A Hollywood insider noted this feud could have lasting implications for both their professional trajectories, highlighting the reality that both could face hurdles in securing future projects as public perception and professional relationships are likely to be affected. To wrap things up, the conflict between Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni is a reflection of the personal and professional power struggles in the industry. From creative clashes on set to media-driven narratives, both stars face challenges that could shape their careers. As this drama unfolds, it's clear that in Hollywood, the line between personal and professional can be razor thin, and the stakes are always high. Stay tuned because this story is far from over. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.